I want to welcome every one of you this new year. It has been a very nice one. I want to say Happy New Year to every one of you. And this year 2024, I know it will be a better year. So I'll say that this new year you start with a very good plan. In this new year, I decide to give just a few advice that will enable each and every one of us, do something that is going to be helpful to us. How do I mean? You can start this 2024 with a savings that can help you. So let me show you something that is great in terms of how we can do something for ourselves in terms of financial goal, financial plan. Because some of us receive salary, some of us receive daily payments, some of us do business and we get paid. So if you can try this year, it will help you. If you do a daily savings of 100 naira daily, you get 36,500 naira at the end of the year. If you do 200 naira daily, you get 73,000 naira at the end of the year. If you do 300 naira daily, you get 109,500 at the end of the year. If you do 500 naira daily, you get 182,500 naira at the end of the year. And if you do 1,000 naira daily, at the end of the year, you get 365 naira, 65,000, I'm sorry. And if you do 1,500 naira daily, you get 547,500. If you do 2,000 naira daily, you will get 730,000 naira. If you do 2,500 naira daily, you get 912,500. And if you do 3,000 naira daily, you get 1,095,000 and so forth. Okay, let's look at it if we're doing weekly savings. Okay, weekly savings, let's say you do 500 naira weekly. At the end of the year, you get 26,500. If you do 1,000 naira weekly, you get 53,000 naira at the end of the year. If you do 1,500 naira weekly, you get 79,500 naira at the end of the year. If you do 2,000 naira weekly, you get 106,000 naira at the end of the year. If you do 2,500 naira weekly, you get 132,500 naira at the end of the year. If you do 3,000 naira weekly, you get 159,000 naira at the end of the year. Now, for monthly earners, okay, let's see where we do monthly savings. Okay, let's do 2,000 naira every month. You're going to have 24,000 naira at the end of the year. If you do 2,500 every month, you're going to get 30,000 naira at the end of the year. If you do 3,000 naira every month, you will get 36,000 naira at the end of the year. And if you do 5,000 naira every month, you get 60,000 naira at the end of the year. And if you do 10,000 naira every month, you get 120,000 at the end of the year. If you do 15,000 naira every month, you will get 180,000 at the end of the year. If you do 20,000 naira every month, you will get 240,000 naira at the end of the year. You see? So anyone that is okay for you, depending on your source of income, you're sure to make a good savings at the end of the year. So choose anyone. Anyone can be consistent with, or possibly meet a good carpenter to help you construct a piggy bank, a local piggy bank, and it will help you in your savings. Or at the same time, a simple advice would be say no to reckless spending in this year 2024. Nothing is too small, okay, for you to save. Nothing is too small at all. If you do these savings, and I'm very sure you're going to have money at the end of the year to carry out a very big project depending on your income. All right, because most persons don't know how to save money, they don't know how to keep money, they spend money once the money comes in at any point in time. So they just spend their money depending on how they feel. That's what we call impulse spending. So there are also a few things I want to mention to you on your earnings. When you talk about earning, getting income, never depend on single income. Never depend on single income. make investments to create a good second chance of income, or a second source of income. All right. So don't depend on only one. Most persons that work and get paid at the end of the month, they only depend on their paychecks when they pay them at the end of the month. So I will not advise you to do that. Now, the second thing I will talk about is on your spending. If you buy things you do not need, if you buy things that you do not need for you to, live your life, soon you will have to sell things you need for you to be able to cater for things that are waiting for you in the future or time to come. So you must spend based on your needs. Don't spend on things that you don't need, that are not necessary. Don't do impulse spending. Spend on what is very necessary and important for you to spend. All right. The third one I'll talk about is on your savings. Do not save what is left after spending. Most persons have been caught up in that web of, once money comes, they start spending here and there. It is better for you to spend what is left after saving. When that money comes, when that income comes, depending on the source where it's coming from, make sure you save first. The money that comes to you, save first. Then after that, whatever that is remaining, you can now appropriate it to different things that you actually want to spend your money on. The fourth thing I will be talking about is on taking risk. Never test the deep or the depth of a river with both feet. That is to say, you don't jump into any form of investment where you're putting your money you don't know about. The source in and I don't know. If it's better you get to learn and know about the source first before you actually put in your money there. All right, and the fifth part will be on investment. Now, doing investment, you do not put all your eggs in one basket. Just like you don't carry all your money you have just put into one thing. You might, be stocked up somewhere, which will not be good for you financially. So it is important that you, as an individual, all right, pray to God to help you, give you wisdom on how to run your expenses. All right. So the sixth thing I'll talk about is on expectations. What are your expectations? Honestly, honesty is a very expensive gift. Do not expect it from cheap people. Honesty. Do not expect it from cheap people. If not, you'll crash. As I say, you no go agree for anybody. So, honesty is very key in all that you do. All right. There's a saying that says past is a waste paper, present is a newspaper, and the future is a question paper. Come out of your past. Come out of your past. Control the present. Okay? So that's what you have to do, to control your present, and then you secure the future. Very important. You secure the future. The future is what everybody lives want to see and see how it's going and what will happen. And it's better that you secure your future, because that is the only untold wealth that you have about the future. So it's very important that you secure it. And the investment you do today, the way you plan yourself financially, will help you to secure your future time to come. Yes. Now, when bad things happen, okay, in your life, you have three choices to make. All right? You have three choices. One, you can either let it define you. When bad things happen in your life, you can either let it define you, or you let it destroy you, or you let it to strengthen you. But if you ask me, what I will say is better allow it to strengthen you. Let it not be what will set you back. Let it not be that it will make you feel bad, regret, and all the rest. Okay? it's important that it strengthens you and you pick up whatever you do. All right, like they say that says, don't allow your back to remain on the ground. Okay, all right. So another thing I'll say, our eyes are in the front because it is more important to look ahead than to look backwards. That's why your eyes are in the front so that you don't look backwards. Yes, backwards can only tell you how far you have gone, the extent you have gone, and propels you towards the future. So you look towards the future, look ahead. That's why your eyes are in front. Now, when we use pencil when we were younger, we use it because certainly the pencil is to make correction and to write. When you write and there are corrections to make, you can easily clean and correct yourself. So when we were much younger, but now we use the pen as an adult now. So we use the pen to write. Do you know why? Like I said earlier, because mistakes in childhood can be easily erased. But unlike now that you're an adult, when you make mistake, it's quite difficult to actually erase it. You understand what I'm saying? So I would say this is all that I have for you in this year 2024. I wish you a better year. Stay safe. Do not